MySpace, the predecessor of the modern social age. Some might know MySpace as the first social media, or a pioneer in the social media industry. There's also a rare chance that you've never even heard of it. No matter what you call it, it's clear to see that MySpace had an everlasting positive influence on the future of communication. Believe it or not, MySpace wasn't the first form of online communication, or even the first social media. Usenet is what is considered the first online messaging platform. It appeared in 1979 and was a simple messaging board that allowed people to post news articles to a group thread. The first widely used social media network, Friendster, was created only a year before MySpace and is what conceived MySpace's original concept. Chris D. Wolfe and Tom Anderson saw the massive success of Friendster and decided to hop on the new trend. They took Friendster's code and revamped it until it became what we know as the site MySpace. Tracing the roots of how MySpace came about in the first place takes us back to the 1990s. As his last year as an MBA student at the University of Southern California, D. Wolfe took a course called The Impact of Tech on Media and Entertainment. This course was designed and taught by Paul Bricault, a longtime William Morris executive who headed digital media. In that class, for his final project, D. Wolfe created Zeitgeist, which had some of the elements that MySpace would later have. It was City Search meets email meets Match.com, combining community features onto just one site. Chris D. Wolfe soon met Tom Anderson at the media company eUniverse, later remarked as Intermex Media, finally deciding to launch MySpace on August 1st, 2003. Tom and Chris were aware of the current uprise in social media and the untampered potential that everyone would want to unlock. And so in a mere 10 days, they built MySpace based off of a previous social media site known as Friendster. Tom Anderson started as CEO of the company, while his business counterpart was given the role of president. Tom Anderson and Chris D. Wolfe were in such a rush to create MySpace that they accidentally made the most important feature that sets MySpace apart from all the other competing social medias of the time. This differentiating feature was the ability to alter the HTML code of the user's web profile and customize their own online real estate. Enjoy using MySpace?
Yeah, it was fun. It was, I think my brief dabbling in GeoCities at Yahoo prepared me to mess with a little bit of the HTML code. It was pretty simple and rudimentary, but it was fun. Being able to use, there would be people that had made their own code, and you can basically grab it and use it for yourself and then manipulate it.
However, there were also other features that MySpace had that were just as recognizable, such as a Google search engine embedded into the website for easy use, in case someone needed a quick answer to their question. Finally, the most consistently used feature of MySpace is its online music player. Music is known to bring people together, and MySpace creating bridges between people hundreds of miles apart sure is no exception. By letting people listen to their favorite songs online and list them on their profile, people were easily able to create friendships based purely on their music taste. Did you enjoy using MySpace?
I did. I liked the music part of it because you could kind of share what was cool with artists. There were a lot of artists on there at the time. There was nothing to compare it with for me. I hadn't been on any other social media. The thing I had in high school was called IRC Chat. There were no images or anything, so I liked it.
As MySpace grew in popularity, it also grew the attention of larger companies and large entities, one of which was Rupert Murdoch's News Corp. News Corp purchased the entirety of Intermex Media for $639 million, which included the social media company MySpace. Intermex Media was later purchased in 2011 by Justin Timberlake. Yeah, that's right, Justin Timberlake, the same Justin Timberlake that is a famous American singer/songwriter. Both he and Specific Media, later Viant, bought MySpace for a fraction of the price it was initially purchased for by News Corp. MySpace didn't have a smooth ride to fame. MySpace was able to identify 90,000 users that were registered sex offenders on their website. These people have been found guilty of sex crimes in order to register with law enforcement officials and have been removed from the site for the safety of all users. MySpace partnered with Sentinel Safe. Sentinel Safe was considered the industry's best solution to ensure these offenders were removed from social networking sites. A wise author of the name Isaac Asimov once said, "A very long time. It was a great success, but even great successes come to a natural end." The same goes for MySpace, as it was the greatest success at a certain point of all time in social media history. It eventually lost its spark and became forgotten. Its deceleration in popularity started as other competitors with new innovations began to appear. MySpace struggled to keep up with its competition and slowly but surely died out. MySpace's peak user count was in 2007, with a staggering 150 million users worldwide. Unfortunately, Facebook quickly overtook MySpace in active user count. MySpace's active user count was cut in half by 2011. The once flourishing network now was on the verge of bankruptcy. Even though MySpace is no longer used, its impact on the future of social media is evident. It gave inspiration to hundreds of platforms and eventually led to the creation of some of the most notable social medias today. Without MySpace, who knows how long it would have taken for our lives to be full of content and news given to us by such platforms as Facebook and Instagram. I mean, if you think about it, how many people don't use social media today?
Do you use any social medias now?
Rarely.
Rarely. Would you say Facebook is one of them?
The only one.
Yes, I have Facebook, Instagram.
I would have to admit Facebook was the cool kid on the block. I did, a lot of my friends and family members starting to use that, so I migrated because of
I
that.
use Facebook still. I have Instagram. I have Snapchat. I'm not good at it. I have Twitter.
I used to use Facebook, but now I look at it sometimes, but I don't really post anything.
No, I really don't, other than Snapchat.
Overall, MySpace was undoubtedly the most influential pioneer in social media history.